How's it going, everybody? I'm Peter Vaughan of Cardboard Alchemy. This is another one of our live Friday streams. Appreciate you being here. Of course, whenever you're watching this, we appreciate you being here. This is the post-PAX, post-Thanksgiving. Thank goodness I'm still alive stream. I did take a bit of a beating at this PAX Unplugged. Wiped me out for 2 days. So I will do my best to come back on the stream here. How am I feeling? Well, I'm feeling better that I get to talk to everybody. And thank you. The bread earrings are from my friend Ascadelia, who surprised me at the show with some Flamecraft earrings, which was really fun. Meanwhile, I've also got Rosie, our comms manager, is going to come on. She's got pictures from what we did at PAX Unplugged, which is our very first Cardboard Alchemy booth. I also have pictures of pins, not only the Penny Arcade pin that we did, but also our other pins that we released, and some of the other hoard that I managed to get. If we want to go over that, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'd love to hear what people played for Thanksgiving or what you're going to be playing this weekend with family or friends, because to me, one of the things I'm most thankful for is games and the people that I get to share games with. And I did not get to play any games yesterday, but I plan to correct this by this weekend. Running I'm not running it, actually. I'm just joining the playtest event that it goes on monthly in Los Angeles, provided I'm up for it. And I'm also cracking open Iridia, I think, Sunday. After some decent, still resting, but we'll get there. We got Imby says, I've been playing some Flamecraft duels, and I plan to play some Flamecraft Dragons and Dragons over the weekend. Thank you for doing that. And also Mark is here to say I'll be playing Andromeda's Edge, game 410. Mark, nobody could possibly beat that. That's amazing. That's a lot of one game. I appreciate it. It's good to hear from Faith. Faith, you was at our booth at PAX Unplugged. Faith, you're the only box left. I apologize. I should have just brought this to PAX. I have the potion bundles that we were sending out to everybody during our anniversary, and I got all those out in the mail. Faith, I just got Faith the shirt. I still owe Faith the rest of the bundle, but we had a great time at PAX. Whoa, Peter Hayward, the co-designer of Critic Kitchen. Now we did see Critic Kitchen being taught next door at Lucky Duck, and Hellcat was our awesome demoer. She's in our Discord, and Peter says Hellcat and I worked out that she's taught Critic Kitchen more than me at this point. Wow, that's amazing. Well, she's doing an amazing job. A lot of people picked up Critic Kitchen at PAX Unplugged, as well as a lot of people picked up Flamecraft, and we had some Flamecraft duels and Dragons there to celebrate our first booth ever. I want to know what happened to the custom duels tables. Well, Rosie walked off with one. Just kidding. We didn't let her do that. So, well, Rosie, are you ready? Should we come on? All right, here we go. Welcome the other member of the team suffering from a little bit of, post convention. How you doing?
I spoke too soon. We had a meeting on Wednesday, and I was like, I'm fine. And then, like an hour later, I went, no.
Yeah, it gets you. It gets you.
You were like, it's the worst head cold I've ever had. And I went, I've already been sick. I'm fine. No, my immune system was down, and unsurprisingly, I also got what everyone got. So it's been a weird couple of days. It's a very strange one, this one. I'm just kind of like, what?
It's very dizzying. It's very it's hard to think yesterday.
Yeah, which also explains why I just posted the link on our live and my personal. So everyone, that's fine. I was just like, Cozy Board Games, we're live. Okay, I also need to tell people on Cardboard Alchemy. So don't ask me important questions.
Meanwhile, you can ask questions. Rosie will tag those questions so we make sure we get to people's questions.
Absolutely. There is video footage of me stealing the table. I'll be posting a video of a little vlog of our trip on our Instagram and TikTok and eventually YouTube once I can get a little pitch for it. So yes, Shema, please don't. We'll be fine. It's a cold. We'll be okay.
Yeah. It's a
Um,
raspy one.
but yeah, there's a little,
A little,
there's a little video
diff-
of me nabbing the table, which is surprisingly heavy and would not fit in my carry-on. So sad. But yeah, imagine if we did a Kickstarter for those tables. What would that be like?
Well, they're pretty pricey. I have to admit, we spared no expense to make those tables because I was like, no, they have to be cooler. They have to be cooler than that, and they did make them pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know how affordable everyone would find those tables.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen many a table Kickstarter, so you never know.
Right.
But they are beautiful and they are really well put together. The way that they all slot together by laser rocks, it's very clever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They
but I've got some photos. I don't have we have a slight photo limit on this system that we use, so I haven't got any social images. It means double the social images next week. But
Yeah.
I do have lots of photos of packs, and then Peter and I can talk through them and mute when we need to cough. That's the plan.
Yeah, right. Yeah, start drinking some water right now.
Someone said, "What's your favorite cold remedy?" I just drink a lot of tea and soup, and I eat a lot because I believe that the phrase is "starve the flu, starve a fever, feed a cold." I think so. I eat a lot of food because I basically my energy is draining.
I'm a big fan of soup also, but also like I really like those saltine crackers. They're like absolute crack for this situation.
I like a curry. Try and like wipe it out with spicy. I'm always any excuse for a curry, and I'm like, Doug, should we order takeaway? I feel like that's a good choice. But yeah, lots of food and sitting down and resting. For those that know, Stranger Things is out now, and I'm very excited. I have seen the bit that's out. So
this doesn't make any sense. Wait,
Mulligatawny. Stop it.
What?
No,
why
Doug
gets starved?
Doug gets a pizza.
This is a good solution, by the way. Yeah.
Mulligatawny is it's got like bits of pasta and noodles and meat. It's very stewy.
Yeah.
It's very hearty. It's a hearty soup. I've not had it in a very long time because it's got stuff I can't have in it. My favorite soup was cream of mushroom, but you know, the cream. But now I eat a miso soup, a lot of miso soup. Lucozade is a good shout. Do you have Lucozade over there?
Wait, I don't know what that is.
So I guess that would be your Gatorade.
Oh, okay. Got
it's
it.
Like a orange drink that's full of stuff.
Things, yeah, sure.
But it's something you should. It revitalizes your something. I can't remember. Lemsip and honey. Honey is always a good shout. I love honey.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There'll be a lot of tea coming for sure.
A lot of tea. Do you think coffee is a good? Have you been cutting down on the coffee now?
I just got introduced to coffee. Thanks if Nicole's watching this on our team. It sucked me into a good latte at Essen. And I was like, maybe coffee will solve this because what I feel like this particular bug feels to be low energy. Like I think it's like a little bit of expending energy. All of a sudden I'm wiped. So I was just like, well, maybe coffee will do it.
I have never heard that coffee is a cure for any kind of cold. It's a cure for some other things, but not a cold.
All right, fine.
But tea is often the cure in all English sci-fi. The doctor is like, I will just drink tea and I'll be fine. But yeah, let's look at some pictures, which are way more exciting than our illness. Here's a picture.
I've got like all the loot that I got.
Yeah, I have a picture of my loot because I'm not loot. You got way more than me. I only had a carry-on.
I don't know what happened. I didn't go there trying to get loot, but like I traded IV Studio like Flamecraft duels for about 4 games. I thought that was a good deal.
Yeah.
I also I looked at the hotness for PAX Unplugged, and Duels was ranked number 4 in hotness, and there were 3 other games above the hotness, so I managed to get those games. So
Did you buy Duels?
Was that?
Did you buy Duels?
I made sure to also take some Duels. No.
That's cool.
My pledge has not arrived. Just so everybody knows, my pledge has not arrived. But
no,
obviously I've played it before.
That's not a good
Let's look at
layout.
this,
I don't
let's
like
look
that
at this
layout.
this
I
booth that we
failed.
made.
Oh no.
What's happening, Rosie?
I've tried to change the layout and it went
I'm gonna
wrong.
star this question by Peter about Cardboard Alchemy Black
There we
Friday
go.
deal.
Okay. Any cardboard? Oh, I see which
Yeah, we
question
should
you
star
started, and I
that.
will answer it later. Here is the booth empty. This is the first day that we set it up.
Right.
As you
We
can
had
see, we have a little bit of grass on the floor.
we did put a little bit of grass. We were going to paint a little like cobblestone walkway to the duels tables. I'm glad that we didn't get there because we didn't realize how small this booth space was. It
Yeah.
was very tiny little strip that we had, but we made the best of it. I think we made the best of what we had for space, right?
Yeah, because the little so you can see on the left there's the fountain, and there'll be more shots of that. Behind that is all of our storage so that we can restock regularly. And then
Mhm.
most people queued in front of the fountain and then round down the side. It was so popular that they kept extending where we were allowed to have queues. So they kept like
Yeah.
adding on tape, which was very kind of them. And we were very lucky with where we were situated that we could do that. But
Yep.
yeah, it's and there's that wall of plushies.
That was very nicely made.
I know.
All
Who
the
did,
all
an
the
elf came along and
That's
made a
right.
wall of plushies.
Yep.
We'll have a photo of that as well. And
It
here is it.
used to be
Here's
my
its
job.
wall.
It used to be my job at Disney, Rosie, to do things that we used to say the elves did it because I was in a department at Disney called Employee Services.
Yeah.
And we would decorate the lobby like for different holidays at like 5 in the morning before employees came in so that they would come in and see it like different than it was before, right? So every holiday or different occasions, we would decorate the lobby, pretend that we were the elves. And I appreciate the way that you decorated the counters and the plush
Yeah.
wall. I know there was several of us that did it, but you have a gift. I'm just gonna say.
I actually used to work in set dress.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
had to do some very strange things. We did a fashion shoot that was themed around Rapunzel, but the idea was that she'd grown really old, and we had this incredibly beautiful older woman with this amazing long grey hair, and had to make a house look like. So you had to like dress it in a way that as though Rapunzel had lived there forever. So I did lots of very strange set dressing. So when you're like, make it look pretty, I'm like, that's easy. I've done worse.
Yeah.
Press faith. You spotted
I had
yourself.
to
Yay.
I had to do a decor. One of my favorite decors I did in the Disney lobby was Halloween, and we had to make a corporate desk for Hades, Ursula, and Yzma as if they like worked there with what their desk would look
That's
like.
great.
It was so much fun. Oh my god, we had a lot of fun with those.
Hades' desk would just be on fire.
Well, for Hades' desk, I actually built like a little table of the world. Like I painted this world on a wooden circle and built like a little side table where he had figurines that he was moving across the world like he would do at his desk or whatever.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun.
That's really cool. And his scissors were like those chompy little
Yeah,
light scissors.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite photos, and I hope Luke and Brad allow me to show it.
I love that photo.
There's a photo where Luke looks less wild, but I put it in anyway. This one, I like this one more.
Well, we shipped there's that Cardboard Alchemy crate that had a lot of our countertops and everything in there from LaserOx, and I love the fact that they used Cardboard Alchemy purple, slapped it on this crate, and that was Luke after he'd cleared out the crate to go.
Yeah, I arrived after this, but I did not leave till we put it all back in. So I got to experience the reverse of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did an amazing job. Speaking of the team, let's show the team photo. Let's show who we had.
Sure.
Look at everyone. This is not everyone though. We had some other people assisting.
There's three missing out of this photo because we had a demo team that was helping us out. And so I believe it's Allison, Joey, and Amy who are not in this photo, but we have all the Cardboard Alchemists plus the demo team that helped us at that show. I'll just go over the bottom row. There's Manny, and then Googs, who is a member of the Full 42 that was helping run the event with us, is on the show, the Full 42, with Chris Strain, who's next, and Sarah and Patrick on our team. Faith, and Nathan. In the top row, Brad, myself, Luke, Andromeda. By the way, the coolest name. She has not played Andromeda's Edge yet, but we'll work on that.
Is she not?
No, she hasn't played it yet,
Ages.
but it's on her list. We're gonna send her a copy. Nicole, Rosie, Sam in the back there as well, and then, like I said, Amy, Joey, and Allison not pictured. We had an amazing team. We had just everyone was. We wore a different coordinated shirt every day.
Yeah.
It was a solid team. I'm really thankful for everybody who helped out.
Yeah, so we had the first day was the duels t-shirt, the second day was Flamecraft, and the third day was the purple, which we realize now was exactly the same color as the PAX Enforcers.
Oh, I got asked several questions about where our booth was.
So funny. So funny. It was just like, wait, we look like PAX staff. No. But it was okay. I didn't get too many questions. Usually I was wearing my coat when I walked around. So
we did not use that power enough. I could have been bossing people around. No. You have to go over there and get that.
Yeah.
I need several copies of that game that's sold out. I need those pronto. Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
here's a fun one. We're all at the X. And I don't think we fully knew what the plan was, because some of us are doing the X and some of us are not. We were trying to which ended up just being like dabbing or something.
I don't know what we were doing, but I love the fact that we were having a fun time at the X.
It was the end of the day. I think we were all a bit out of it. Like, that's me after flying. So oh no, that isn't me after flying. That's after day 2. I'm really jet lagged. Here's a closer look at that beautiful table. And it does. Were all the sides different designs, or they kind of 2 and 2, like mirrored?
It was 2 and 2 mirrored, so 3 different side designs. And Sandara designed the top so that each of the dragon heads is a spot. So if you did have this table, you would have to decide which dragon seat you wanted to sit at.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you wanted to play, potion or meat or whatever you wanted to play.
I like what Peter just said. Half of you doing the X, then a gang of 3 at the back waiting to mug you. I'll be honest. Yeah. What are you doing, Googs, Brad, and Chris there? Luke capturing the moment, of course. So, yeah, that's hilarious. This is one of my favorite photos of Nicole.
That's great. I love it.
So we had this incredible. You can kind of see my display there.
The countertop had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was also really helpful because a lot of the time people would come up to the counter and go, "Can you talk to me about duels?" Or "I want to get some pins," and they could point at what they wanted. And then the other one, we had a sort of setup of Flamecraft with all the new stuff for it, and so people could go, "Oh, what's this?" But we did sell out of Dragons and Dragons early each day, so that was sort of taunting people after a while, because it was like,
it was a very limited amount that we had, so it was quite exciting to it's funny because of course we were thinking that duels would, and it did great, but I didn't realize how many people would go, wait, there's an expansion to Playcraft. So I'm pretty excited for what happens when a lot of people realize that.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's another shot, and this is Patrick, who's just joined our team. Now people get to see a face.
Now that's showing your other display, which had all of the other.
Yeah, it's got the sort of setup in there, and had all my painted minis. I wasn't at the counter, but apparently people wanted to buy them. And I was like,
100%. That people were like,
"Oh, no, there's only one set. That's it. That's the only ones that exist."
By the way, the clipboards that are there, I'm so excited that this worked because I was at Comic-Con and I noticed that at the Peanuts booth, there was always this line, and they couldn't tell you what was still available, so they had this little clipboard where you could indicate what you wanted, and they could also cross off what had been sold out. So we had this clipboard as well for people to indicate what things they wanted. While they were waiting in line, they could study what was available.
Yeah, it was really cool. I love a clipboard. So if someone handed me one in a queue, I'd be riveted. I'd be like, what is this? I think that's how people discovered the expansion as well. They'd be like, hang on a second. wait,
Yeah.
I need this,
Yeah.
which was really cool. But yeah, Patrick now has a dragon. I haven't got it in here, but I'm sure people
Yeah.
will want to see
He
Patrick's
has
dragon.
become a plant dragon from
It's a plant
Safari.
dragon, and it's beautiful. I think it's very, very cool. But yeah, I'm gonna add. I have more photos to add. But this is so a funny story. We had obviously the deluxe flamecraft duels there, which has the mini, and I have some examples that I've just started painting it. But we had someone come over called Viper Painting, I think they're called.
Yeah, it's
Um,
Vernon Piper.
and Vernon, yeah, and he came over and said, "I'll paint one tonight and bring it back tomorrow."
Yeah.
Which is so fast because I like to leave drying times between my minis. So, and he came back with this, which is so cool.
He
Um,
added like a little bit of water spouting out of the fountain.
which is removable. You could actually take it out, which was really cool.
Yeah.
So when I do my painting video, I'll also show his off and show how he did that. It means I don't have to do it, which is great. I don't have to make a water spout. So yeah, that was very, very cool.
Vernon, we go way back. He did a lot of work for the Dice Tower. And so I met him when I was working on Dwellings of Eldervale, and he offered to paint the Dwellings of Eldervale minis for me for a stream or for something. So I worked with him on that, and then I also worked with him a little bit on Mission Catastrophe. His family loved that game. I will say that since you've come on board, Rosie, you've taken over the painting. So poor Vernon was like, I'll still paint things for you. And I was like, that'd be great. Actually, he was very fast to paint that dragon.
It's nice to have a variety of different painting styles as well. Like mine's in the works, and I'll share it in a bit when we're full screen. But like, yeah, I'm not as fast as him. He's very, very fast. So yeah. But yeah, what a cool thing to go and do. I guess he lived in the area because I definitely don't have my stuff with me. So I assume he lived in the area.
Specifically goes to events to do paint lessons.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
He's been doing it for many years, and he used to run the Dice Tower paint and take.
Yeah.
Like all of basically does a lot of tips for people and everything else like that. So
that's awesome. I did have a shot of ours in the case. There they are. Which was fun. Moving them around in there. It was a really beautifully lit case as well. I appreciated how well lit it was.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We also had a party, didn't we? We had a little party at a local board game cafe. I say cafe, it was more like a mansion. I've never seen a board game cafe that big in my entire life. It was how many floors? It was huge.
It was at least 3 or 4 floors. The Queen and Rook, the basement was an arcade, and then the second floor was the main shopping, and the bottom floor was the main shopping, and then second and third floors were the top floor was the pub. It was amazing.
Yeah. So what we did was it was a very casual party in that we had the whole top floor, and we just sent out because a lot of publishers send out an email to all the media people, so you get given like 600 emails and then you select the ones relevant because there's a lot of D&D ones in there as well and cosplayers, and you say, hey, do you want to come to a party? And it was absolutely rammed. All I did was send one email, and I was also in a reviewer group where I said more than welcome to come to this party, and they were all there. We turned up and like, what, there's so many people there. So we cracked open 8 copies of Duels. I set them up and taught 8 in an hour.
Right.
And then I lie down. But yeah, they all were playing it and teaching it to each other. It was very, very sweet. It was a lot of fun.
You also managed to get in a game of Critter Kitchen, and
I did play Critter Kitchen. So my friend Kervin for Y Games, we've never met before, but we're friends online. He also makes content, and he was like, "Hey, I'll come. Maybe we could play Critter Kitchen." And I was like, "Oh, we'll bring a copy," because we didn't know if there was a copy there, which there was. And so we played it, and Chris did the teach because my voice was going, and then I won by 1 point though, just one little point. To 2 people to one person who'd also already played. So yeah.
And yeah, you're defending it as if you weren't like
I wasn't
chef.
teaching, and I only won by 1 point. I don't like to win games that I'm teaching.
No, yeah, I know.
But it was funny having the rabbit critic, and there I was eating carrots and hummus, just like
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I don't, who is the designer of Critter Kitchen? Who are these people? Who knows? No one really knows. They're mysteries.
Right.
But it was lovely playing it again. What happens a lot of the time is you play the latest game or you're play testing games, and it's lovely to like return to it. Exactly. Peter C. Hayward is in love with the designers of Critter Kitchen.
What do I have? I have something in my hoard that's related to Critter
Oh
Kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah, I walked away with one of these at the show. This was something
Hey,
else. Look at
me too. I actually got two of them so that I could photograph one.
that.
And one is now in my copy.
For speaking of for Peter C. Hayward, I have a couple of these for you actually.
Yes. You might want one, maybe. Who knows? Oh, did he get it too? He got it.
Well, you have your designer copies coming to you, but anyway,
Yeah, your batch.
thank you for
Yeah,
supporting the booth. I appreciate it.
your batch of critters. But yeah, it's very exciting seeing it there, and also it's so fascinating to have. Even though there are a lot of crossover with the fans, there were plenty of people coming up and just getting the Critter Kitchen thing. They were like, immediately just go promo and leave. Like, it was
Yeah.
fascinating to see. There's this sort of there's people who love Critter Kitchen, they love all of our games, they love both. It was really cool to see this, like, different people.
Yeah.
I did not use mine in my game because I did not have a copy on me when we went to the party. But that would have been cool. It would have been really cool. We didn't actually have an expansion in ours. We were playing the base game because two people were learning. So yeah. Let me grab some other pictures. I've got
Thank
some
you.
more.
Appreciate it. I Ask Neely also made some Andromeda's Edge science vessel earrings. I'll have to bring those.
Yeah, they were so cool. They were really cool.
Yeah.
So this is, I don't actually know the name of these two lovely people. I know Manny, obviously. But they came up and got Manny to sign a bunch of stuff. And
Oh, that's fun.
this picture represents how often people would come up and go, "Where's Manny?" Because he'd leave for like a minute and they go, "Where's Manny? I need him to sign it."
Yeah.
He was his pen was out all the time, which was really nice to see. The love of this world that him and Sundar have created, just like in person, with him there. It was very, very sweet. And he was demoing tools for half the time. So yeah.
We actually had, because Peter Hayward was not officially scheduled in the booth, but we had 4 designers in the booth. So at any given time,
Yeah,
we could have been signing. So I mean, people even asked me once to sign duels, which I was honored to do. But
yeah, I signed 2 copies of Duels, a magazine where I wrote an article, and my own companion card,
there you go.
which was very, very cool. But yeah, other than that, Manny signed a lot of different things. So really chuffed for him. Must be such a wonderful experience to be with the people that love your game, like in person.
Yeah.
Even though it is wonderful online as well. But yeah, that was really cool.
It is, as Druid City posted, James at Druid City said that it refills your love tank to find out that people are just really excited. I had only a couple times when I was behind the counter, but people were just thrilled to get this thing or that thing, or just chat and like, oh my God, I'm taking one of these to my kid, and just I was so happy to see it. Right.
Yeah, it was very, very sweet. It was very sweet. His Faith teaching. I do have some photos to send you, Faith. I know I need to send you your photos. But yeah, Faith did a fantastic job. First day teaching, because we had a bunch of meetings we had to go to, jumping in. And yeah, so many people would play the game, either immediately buy it or go away, and I'd see them come back like an hour later in the queue, like, well, I'm thinking about it. And they'd come back, which was really cool.
One of my favorite parts was a lot of people didn't know Flamecraft, the base game. So of course I was like, oh, if you don't know Flamecraft, here's what that's like. And they'd say, oh, I think I've heard of this and I've just been meaning to try it. Right. So it's so great. I would tell them how the gameplay goes, and then they'd go off and, it was in the library. So a lot of them would either go to the library to play it or just say, all right, I think it's finally time I get this game.
Yeah, a really funny moment was someone ran over with a player card and said, can you explain this? And I was like, oh, sure. And then I went, how what? And they said, we're playing it right now in the library. And I thought I might as well just run over and ask. And I was like, genius, it's a great move. Just run over and ask.
You know that I don't know if I told the story, but when I first came out with What the Food and I was at PAX East. No, I think the first one was Board Game Geek Con. I actually stuck my phone number in the box and I said, if you have any questions, call me and I'll talk you through it. So I got some texts that weekend, and then for years later, I would get the occasional text.
That's terrifying. Yeah, I would not do that
because it stayed in the PAX library for years, and so this time I actually put some notes. We put Flamecraft Duels in the library, and I put some notes. I did not leave my phone number this time. I kind of wish I had. I wish I had, but I did just, hey, we're at booth 2842. Yeah. After you're playing, come get something for free, which will not work when they take that to PAX East, sadly.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell them to take that note out because there will be no.
Someone will go, this is irrelevant, and get rid of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very cool having someone just run over while they were playing and go, I'm just gonna go ask them. It's like, it doesn't make sense. But the designer was right there. I was like, get ask the designer. Let me see what other pictures I have. Oh, here we go. It's a little slow to load sometimes.
Oh, there's our Penny Arcade pin.
Yeah, you're going to talk about this while I blow my nose.
I am going to talk about this because I'm going to show the other Penny Arcade pins that I got, and then we can all be the judge about how we did for our first Penny Arcade pin. Because I went on a little collector spree to see if I could get as many of the other Penny Arcade pins as I could get. Now, some of them required a demo, or they required some secret location to find them. So I did not get all of them. But this is Oracle, the one that we did. Sidar did an amazing job on the design, and I love. It's got a little. It's hard to tell, but it's got a little pink sparkle in there. I'll tell you the two other most coveted ones that I would never have chased down on my own, but because I'm friends with Bree Woodward over at Asmodee, the two Lord of the Rings ones are just awesome, right? Depending on which tower you believe you should be part of.
But I have them, and the fun fact, they're both in the next game, so they're two meeples that you get, which is why they.
Oh, that's cool. That's neat. I thought this was a pretty good one.
Oh, that one's pretty. Yeah.
First of all, what I learned is from these companies that doing a background is kind of neat. A lot of them did what we did and just left it on the classic blue. But I'm noticing that it was pretty clever to do a background. But here's another one that I thought was really clever. The woman that designed this one, it was our first time, I think, designing one, and I thought she did an amazing job. There was a booth that did like little dice characters. There's one. I did notice that Goat Simulator has a game, so they had their own. They did a custom background, but because it looks blue, it's like, oh, it's the classic. Oh no, that's the goat in the air.
Is that the right way up?
I believe so.
What? That's amazing.
Goat Simulator, the goat falls in lots of different fun ways. We had another dragon.
Cute.
Doomlings had one, which was this thing.
Nice.
Cute. Also, I thought, let's see, I had to play a video game to get this one. It was a character in a D&D style video game that I had.
You did a really good job. I failed at getting that many.
I don't know what this one is. I don't know what this one is, but it was, an interesting character.
Yeah.
And then I have two more. I have this one was this year's All Dice Tell a Story. And also from Barcade, I thought this was funny because this is the middle finger. He was very surprised to get this approved by PAX. And I was like, nice job.
He's just missing 3 other fingers. That's all.
I think we have a contender. I mean, all of them are pretty special, but I loved what we did for having a dragon. I think it could have been, sadly, I think because limited in size, but I think it could have been a little bit nicer, bigger. So, but we did what we could with it.
I did get one that you didn't get.
Did you?
Yes.
I want to see this. I didn't get them all. Oh, look at you go.
I got the Cozy Stickerville one. Now, you had to do a demo to do that, and their demo area it took a
Packed,
while and you
right.
couldn't get in. But I did trade Oracle for one of these.
I have some other pins. I want to show some of the best ones that were not Penny Arcade ones that I got. First of all, this is from my friends at Galactic Cruise. Their Penny Arcade pin did not come in time, so they were just handing out a non-Penny Arcade pin as an apology for the fact that their Penny Arcade pin did not come in, which was too bad. I
That's
heard
a
the
shame.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this one because it was not a Penny Arcade pin, but I couldn't resist an Octopus
Cool.
Swordsman. I just thought that was a cool pin.
That's very cool.
I got this one, which you could write on the pin. You could just draw a face on this ghost.
Yeah, these are the same people that do the Stardew Valley pins.
I
Yeah,
thought that
very
was
cool.
clever. I got this one for backing Top Frog.
Yeah, I got that too. It's so cute.
And then Fractured Sky gave me these pins. Look at this.
Nice.
The
They're really cool.
And last but not least, I got this from this booth at Cardboard Alchemy. Apparently, you could just do a demo and get one of these, or get something, anything.
Yeah,
get one of these. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows, we're doing these in a series. So basically, we've had Potion for the last year, and now we're doing bread for a little while, and then we'll someday be handing people a piece of meat, or a crystal, or a plant, whatever. It's kind of fun.
I love that.
For those who like pins, we have some bread pins.
Yeah, I got some Top Frog pins as well.
Oh, that's cute. I like it.
Some frogs.
The art is so good in that game.
It's by Abby Toads, and that is not her name.
And I saw that they did plush, and they have magnets so that the plush attach to each other.
Yeah, they stack. On this was for a place for all my books.
Oh, that's cute.
Where you can show your batteries full and your batteries run out.
That's a great idea.
It's really cool, and I know how expensive these are to make. These are hard. That's a big pin, big pin. But yeah, someone asked about is Penny Arcade every year. It is every year, and a lot of other places do it as well. I believe, I don't know how it works with this year, but I have seen that you can buy them on their website, but I don't exactly know how that works. In terms of leftover, maybe they keep some back. I don't know.
I don't know. Although I have this fun experience to share that there were these pin traders.
Yeah,
you could go leave a pin and go grab a different one as long as they were both Penny Arcade pins. So I grabbed like this PAX 24 one. But in exchange, I left an Oracle pin, and it was to my great pleasure to note that as soon as I dropped the Oracle pin, it was taken. It was taken immediately.
Yeah. There would be,
bread, which was
that
fun.
makes sense.
Yeah,
but
obviously, because it was a brand new one.
Yeah, I saw someone's board they were doing that. That's really nice because I've had UK Games Expo attempted the Penny Arcade, and it was a little bit messier. It was the first year, so it's always going to be a bit messy.
Yeah.
But they said there were pin trading areas, but no one was in them because I think they implied that you would go there and go, "Oh, what pins have you got?" Whereas I definitely prefer the idea of a board where you just like a public library little box where you go and just swap. Obviously some people might just take them all, but that's the risk you take, I guess. But yeah, I thought it was really nicely done at this event for sure. Speaking of pins, here is my pin board went with. That's not it. Come on, Rosie. There we go.
Yeah, that was fun that you had that there.
My pin board went with. We had all the pins on it, so that's all the pins. Is that all the pins we've made apart from the potion one, which was last year's?
Yes, we don't have the potion on there, but that represents all the pins.
We sold, as many of you saw with the Flamecraft Duels campaign. We made all the artisan dragons available separately, whereas originally they were a group of 6, and we thought let's make them separate, and that worked very well. I think people liked having the choice. We sold out of 2 of them, I think, at the event. Which 2 were the most popular? Was it Plant?
Fancy, for sure.
Fancy for sure, yeah.
It has a little glitter on it. I believe the other one that went was, although I think Plant was the #1 pin in the Kickstarter, I think Crystal went next.
Interesting, yeah. And it was the same with plush. We had some plush go fastest, and surprisingly Iron Dragon was very, very popular.
I have to address this really quickly. You don't have to spend 40 if you want the pin, I'll tell you that, because we are gonna offer the Oracle pin on our All Play pre-order site for a lot less than that, just so you know. Basically, we're gonna put up a pre-order. I know this is one of the questions actually that was asked, is when is that happening? It's gonna be early December that the pre-order will go up. The actual delivery of items will be after we're done sending duels to backers. So January or February, but we will put a pre-order up for people to say, I would like a woolly pin. I would like to get this Oracle pin. Or the Critter Kitchen Amazing Race promo, or duels, or plush, all the things that we have had on the Kickstarter. So those will all go up. A couple of people will be able to win an Oracle pin early because we have a giveaway, don't we, Rosie?
We do, although it's ended now.
Oh, okay.
It ended on I think it was the 26th. So we will be
We're
picking
picking
20
winners.
winners.
What we're doing.
I'm sure everyone here entered. I'm pretty sure they did because we shared it a few times. But yes, I'll be picking. Well, not picking, randomly selecting. It's not. I'm not picking based on answers. 20 people to receive Oracle pins.
Nice.
So that's very exciting, and we'll get those shipped out.
Hey, that's awesome news, by the way.
Um,
Yay. I love seeing pictures. I have a Facebook post where I do a checklist of what countries have gotten the game, and it's like Italy, and then the Czech Republic, and then Netherlands, and everyone's checking in. Oh, I got my plush here and here and here, my game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I also the speed at which, obviously we were at PAX, so we did see an increase in pictures, but also we saw an increase in people receiving theirs. And it's awesome. I've seen videos, we've seen people doing unboxings, we started to see, and I'm loving this, people posting puzzles like solve this move in our Discord, and I highly encourage that. I love that. Posting pictures of like, how do you solve this, get these cards. Very, very cool. But yeah, no, this is the wall of plush. Me and Sarah,
Yeah.
creative
An
director,
amazing
comms
wall
manager.
that we had to tear down on the last day because we
We had to
were
sell 'em,
running
yeah.
out of 2 colors.
Yeah, absolutely. We had to remove them all, and yeah, there was a.
Can anyone guess what the first color that went out, that sold out of plush, because that was surprising to me, although I suppose it shouldn't be,
And
because
what
the
was the second color? Because the second one surprised me the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not plant. No.
Plant actually, yeah. Plant and bread had a good running for third and fourth.
Yep, they did indeed. Potion was third, actually, wasn't it?
No, potion lasted. I don't really know why. Purple. Where are the purple fans? But
Oh, okay, yeah.
potion was number 5. Meat was sadly no one's favorite, and I pour meat. Meat
I
dragons
mean,
were.
the bread and the meat have been out the longest.
Yeah, they have. So, the meat friends were like, okay, I see how it is. But no, it was a really tight race for Crystal and Iron going fastest, right?
Yeah.
Iron is kind of understandable because it has a little surprise in the backpack.
Yeah.
Crystal, though, Crystal was off to the races, and I'm really it's the same way in the Pledge Manager.
Yeah.
Plant pin and Crystal plush,
Yeah.
top items in the Pledge Manager.
No, I at the end of the day, we just had the display ones that had been on the fountain, and we had a queue of people waiting to see if they could get it. So we flipped a coin for the people who wanted the Iron Dragon, and we gave out the people who wanted the potion and the crystal.
Yeah.
So it was really sweet to see all these people waiting. Like, you've got 2 hours at the end of the show to go. You can come back. So yeah, it was very, very sweet. And I got to see a few people discovering what's inside the backpack in person, which was delightful. I have put it in the video I've made, but do not worry. You cannot hear them say anything. So you can literally close your eyes till I start talking again, and you won't see a thing. Do not worry. But it is out there now. It's quite hard to avoid now. It's out there. But yeah, what other photos have I got? I think I have one more.
I mean,
Yeah, one more.
I mean, to be honest, it was in that last photo.
Lots of people never saw that.
I know. Well, if you go back, that that's spoilers. But anyway,
A lot of people are like, thanks for not spoiling, and I'm like, it's right there. Like, it's right there. But it takes you a little bit of a where's Wally, or where's Waldo, as you guys call it.
by the way, there's something else I have. Oh, you have more pictures.
So this is the last picture I have. So many pictures, but these are the ones I selected of the Whisperwood area, which is where Chris or Luke were normally standing and talking about the game. We weren't playing it. We weren't doing any demos. We were just talking about it because this is still early stages and is still in development. But it was really cool to see people really excited about it. They were drawn over by the bear, and then they'd spot the otter, and it was so lovely. The art is stunning, and very much people go, what's this, what was this? Luke's here, glad you're well enough to do a stream. Questionable.
Questionable.
We're set loose. After this, I'm gonna go lie on the couch. But yeah, but no, it was really sweet. And actually, since then, I scour the web to see what people are talking about, and some people have been doing packs vlogs and saying they went and had a look at Whisperwood. They're very excited. That's really nice.
Whisperwood has over 3,000 people following now on Kickstarter, and we're several months to go. It's actually a really good sign. People would come over. I wasn't at the Whisperwood table too often, but when I was there, some people would say this is my most anticipated game to get a Kickstarter in 26. To have anyone say that is wild to me, and I'm so glad, because it is such a good game. I can't wait to share with everybody. So on a future stream, I will, because you can't really see the druid artwork too well there, but Sergio has drawn the 4 hero characters, the 4 druids that will go on this adventure. He has a really good close-up of they're all jewel tones, so the woman in red, I'll actually name their names, and we'll put up the druid artwork. In the game, that's flavor, because you get a custom animal that's your kind of difference in mechanical power. When you start the game, you pick one of the 4 druid colors, and then you get a custom meeple, and then you're gonna pick a familiar power that's unique. So it's a lot of fun. Oh, I can't wait for people to start playing. We're going to start running we're still working on 1 or 2 things about the core game before we start doing big tests in the Discord, but we're going to do a lot of tests in the Discord. I need to get the bot ready to go, so it could say, there's a bot that's going to ask you what kind of games you want to play, and if you want to play Whisperwood, get you on the list, so then we can run the tests for people. Luke will be running quite a few. I will be running quite a few as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Very exciting. I can't wait to play more of it. I only played it once, so I'm going to play more
Also,
of it.
by the way, I have letters. I have people who have written in, because one of the things that we have, that we had at the show, which was a lot of fun, one of my favorite parts of the show, was we had these ribbons, and we would say to somebody, what dragon are you? What type of dragon do you want to be? And people would say, oh, I want to be a bread dragon. I want to be a crystal dragon. And then say, oh, you could take another one, because in honor of duels, what 2 dragon types do you want to represent? And if someone would pick like meat crystal, I'd say, oh, that's bone saw. So we had a fun time with the ribbons.
Bone saw is ready.
But I also got letters where I said, if you write to Cardboard Alchemy, we will send you a pair of ribbons if you identify what ribbons that you would like. So I've got a couple letters which I'll read. If you know, I should mention that if you write in, I'm going to read your letter possibly. So I apologize if anyone doesn't want me to read their letter who I read today. Dear Cardboard Alchemy, thanks so much for making awesome board games. We love Flamecraft and are eagerly awaiting Flamecraft Duels to show up at our front door. We recently backed Andromeda's Edge. Thank you. And can't wait to hear more about Whisperwood and Flamebound, which is the sequel to Flamecraft. We've only been able to make it to one board game convention, which is Dice Tower West, which, by the way, Cardboard Alchemy will be at in 2026, showing Whisperwood. So I hope you get a chance to go back. We'd love to make it to PAX Unplugged or Essen one year. We'd love to see you at Dice Tower West 2026. There we go. When we read in your newsletter that we could write in and receive a Flamecraft ribbon that you gave out at events, we were thrilled. We will probably attach them to our Dice Tower West badges. Please, we would love a meat dragon and a bread dragon. That is a calzone right there. Thanks again for making awesome games, Andrew and Erica. Thank you.
I love that they're going to wear it to a convention and everyone's going to go, where are they? When get these ribbons?
We'll also bring some to Dice Tower West so they can change their mind on their dragon types. But
Yes.
I'll send them early, some of those. I have this one, which is a drawing, which is really cute. And one of my favorite things is to get, we get drawings for people. So happy holidays. There is I should point out, there is a dragon at the top of the tree. That's precious right there. Oh, and it's some drawings of dragons inside as well. We have an iron and a crystal drawing. That's cute.
Is that Brad with a present?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's Brad with a present. That's adorable.
Have fun at PAX. Wish I could be there too. Looking forward to the next adventure. Thank you very much, Marissa. Appreciate it. We're going to, let's see, we got another one here. These are fun. Oh, this one's a very short one from Maggie saying, I'd love 2 dragon ribbons, bread and fancy. Bread fancy. I don't know what the name of that one would be, but we got you.
It's definitely a brioche or
Was
something.
when we got to somebody in line that wanted fancy crystal or fancy bread or fancy meat, we had to decide what that was.
What's a fancy meat? And I asked Manny and he went, meat? I don't know. All meat's fancy.
Cheryl says, may I please have a bread and a potion dragon? That's my combo. So absolutely, I'll send you my combo. That is that's donut, right?
That is
That's
donut.
right
That
there.
is donut, yeah.
Thank you so much. Please make the pack spins available on the site, and that is going to happen in December. So got you covered. This one is this is a cute Christmas dragon card. That's nice.
I do not agree with Luke. Fancy bread equals fruitcake. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope.
Dear Cardboard Alchemy, I just want to say that I'm so excited for Flamecraft Duels and all the epic goodies from the Kickstarter to arrive. Flamecraft is my all-time favorite board game. There's always points for that, by the way. I'm just going to say. Just kidding. You do not have to say that. But if you do believe that, you should go to Board Game Geek and rank it today.
Yeah, go tell Board Game Geek.
We'll talk about Board Game Geek in a second because I have some. It was one of the things that Impy said to make sure we mentioned. Let's see. I can't wait to play Duels. I was reading your most recent newsletter and saw that we could write in and request a Flamecraft ribbon. If there are any left, I would love a bread or crystal. You could get both. Bread crystal is Pearl, our cupcake decorating dragon. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate the card. I got a couple more. I want to break it. Let's see. I didn't get a chance to read these, but the last ones. Hello, Dragonkin. That's a very funny way to start a letter. I was hoping to receive 2 of your Flamecraft ribbons, as mentioned in your newsletter. I prefer Crystal and Potion. Crystal and Potion is Ambrette, our perfume making dragon.
Pet?
Oh, is it Pipette now? Excuse me.
Wait a second.
Pipette. Yes. That dragon had some name changes as we went.
It's the cold talking.
It's a hard decision, which I agree. Thank you, Denny, for making that hard decision. We will have Crystal Potion for you. I have another one from Bill that says would like potion and plant. That's matcha. I know that for sure. And Bill writes that he is disabled, but has occasionally been able to sit and play board games, and Flamecraft has been a wonderful experience. And that just makes me so happy that you're that when you have that kind of time, you're choosing to spend it playing games and playing our games. So really appreciate it. My wife's eyes lit up as soon as she saw the dragons, and thanks in advance for the ribbons. So that's really nice. And then I have this one, which is from Anna, and I love how the kids and mom and dad all have a favorite type.
That's adorable.
This is adorable. Thank you so much for making a sweet game. My whole family enjoys playing it, even my husband, who's blind can enjoy it, which is a rare treat, which is amazing to me.
Wow.
Please keep making games. My young daughters always love to explore the Dragon Village and shop for the resources to level up the buildings. So it's just so great to hear about this family that enjoys Flamecraft, and they want a plant and crystal ribbon for the kids.
I'm so
That's so
curious
adorable.
how they've adapted Flamecraft. Have they printed off Braille? I'd love to know.
I would love to know too, actually, because I imagine some parts would be pretty hard to. Luckily, being that it's a friendly, cooperative, build up shared engine, hopefully it works out.
Yeah, and once you know the dragon powers,
Right.
you're really just it's just the fancies and the shop powers, I guess, that you're
Yeah.
trying to figure out. Yeah, that's amazing.
But if anyone has put Braille on the powers, that'd be fascinating.
We'd love to see, like,
Yeah.
especially if someone asks us, how do I adapt it? If there's any resources that people have created, I'd love to see.
Yeah. And then lastly, Rachel, which I may have read before once at Crystal and Iron, which is Razor Claw. I love Sandara's Dragons so much. So thank you, Rachel, for that. And I'm going to send these out to those who've written in. And I tell you, we got tax stuff in the mail at the same time. And I honestly, this is way better. So
that's really sweet. Yeah. Just on the subject of accessibility, I'm very excited about duels just because being able to play it on a bed or a bench or anywhere, just bringing
especially
people into the hobby and giving them the ability to play is just really lovely.
Especially excited for the copies that are going to the Spiel Foundation, which is like 900 copies, and they are sent out to nursing homes and hospitals and all sorts of places that I think this game is going to be a great thing to have there.
It's a fairly language like independent game.
Right.
Once you know, I wonder how many people in the chat know the powers off by heart now, because I do. Like, I just know not the fancies, but the base game. Like,
right.
No question. I just know them. I have demoed it about 200 times, but it's in there now. So it's a very easy one to learn, which is great. Let me just check through the questions.
Yes, we have a couple.
We have a few. Any Cardboard Alchemy Black Friday deals?
We still have a sale going on right now. It's got Peter the Parrot, which is funny that Peter Hayward is asking this question. Peter the Parrot is chopping prices at our website. Everything.
What are you doing, Peter? What are you doing in our shop?
Everything in the Cardboard Alchemy shop right now, which doesn't include anything Flamecraft, because we are delivering to backers all the things on the Kickstarter, but it has everything else, Critter Kitchen and Andromeda's Edge. And when I tell you this is a deal, it's like 20% off Andromeda's Edge, which, unlike eBay, which is like 50% higher than you should be paying for Andromeda's Edge, this is 20% off the already reasonable, amazing Andromeda's Edge. You can get Andromeda's Edge Deluxe or Andromeda's Edge All-In. Now, granted, some people have just backed the latest campaign, so there's a more up-to-date version coming. But if you want to play now, and if you want to get Critter Kitchen Deluxe, which we are probably not making in that current form ever again, it's currently part of this deal. It's got Critter Kitchen cookie cutters, which make an amazing gift for the holidays, as well as, it's hard to tell you, but like my PAX loot is all packed in this bag. Which
those bags
you could get. This bag,
incredible bags.
This holds so much stuff in it.
Mine keep being stolen by my mom's.
Fantastic bag. That's in the sale. This sale is until next Friday. So when we do the next stream, will be our last warning to say you should get in, because we're going to move all of our items out of our current location in the US to another warehouse, because we're going to go to All Plays site and join them. So what's going to happen is, that means that all the US store is also free shipping, because we're just like, let's send this stuff out. Let's find a home for a lot of this stuff, so that, when we move it, it's a lot easier to move all of the items that we're moving over to All Play.
Yeah.
So UK and World Store 20% off, US Store 20% off, plus free shipping. It's an unbelievable deal. So that's as close to a Black Friday as we're probably ever going to do.
Yeah. What did I miss?
It's like, Wait. Peter's like, you let me loose with a knife. This is really on you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you go into our shop, be careful. There is a knife wielding parrot loose. Just be careful, okay? Impy wants to see your nails.
Sure. I don't know if they're supposed to be flamecraft flames. And then I don't know, I have little dragons on the ends of them. So it was an attempt to do. I trying to do the actual flamecraft flame, but I have yet to meet the nail artist that I have met. She's wonderful, but she said I'm not doing that. So I was like, that's fine. I'll figure it out. I want to get flamecraft resources on these nails.
I've tried it and it is hard. So
Yeah.
just and that's, I can paint on my own hands, not other people's. This isn't a question, but I really like it. Devil's Treasure got the signed Alternate Reality by Luke now, 100% confirmed band. That's awesome. Amazing. That's the card to get signed.
Yeah, Alternate Reality is the first. It's kind of funny because Magic the Gathering, when it first came out, they banned certain cards that were too powerful. And this is the first time at Cardboard Alchemy we've banned a card. We are banning Alternate Reality. By the time the next version of Andromeda's Edge comes out, it will not be in the deck. So if you own an old copy of Andromeda's Edge, you can still play with it, but just know it is now gone from tournament play. Not that there's any tournaments going on right now, but if there were, they would be banned. All right.
Yeah.
And then it's funny that Devil's Treasure has got it signed by Luke now, so it's fun.
Absolutely. Can we still write in for ribbons? You can absolutely write in for ribbons.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're gonna have these ribbons with us for a while because I think it's so much fun to bring these to shows. And if you want to write in, there's always the chance that we'll change up the surprise after we do this round. I'd still love to get letters. I remember we did this for Flamecraft promos once upon a time, and I did write back to most everyone. I didn't get a couple, which I apologize for, because it got a little bit overwhelming. We had so many hundreds of responses. So I'm going to try and do better. And I will try and send everybody the ribbons they're asking for.
Yeah. There's a link below this, which is to the full newsletter. It's in there, so you can. Don't forget to mention.
Yes. Well, so we sent a couple of copies of Duels to Board Game Geek Con, and because it was happening the same weekend as PAX, which is an absolute crime because they're both really great conventions. It was hard to pick one, but we picked the one where we were going to have our debut of a booth at PAX. But I did miss going to Board Game Geek Con, so I sent them some copies of Duels to put in their library, and lo and behold, it was the #1 checked out game of the entire show.
Amazing. Yeah.
And not only that, we just got the PAX numbers, and it was like tons of checkouts at PAX as well. I think top 10, top 20 games checked out at PAX as well. Yeah. And I recently saw that somebody gave Duels a rather harsh rating on Board Game Geek. So I'll just say this. If you love Duels after playing it, I'm not asking anyone to rate it if you haven't played it, but if you play it and love it, that site tends to not have as many of the casual light gamers that are out there. And if you appreciate Duels and you think more games like Duels should be made, go rate it at BGG and give everyone your honest opinion of what it's like, because retailers use that site to decide if they should stock games in their store. And with a high rating, Duels will be featured more often and will be picked up by more retailers. So I love the fact that I'm not asking anyone to rate it something they don't believe, but I do think that sometimes Flamecraft is not as appreciated on that site as well, because people are like, oh, that's too easy, I'm not going to rate that one.
Yeah, it's getting up there though, numbers wise. It's moving up the rankings.
I mean, cool. Our top rated game on Board Game Geek, of course, is Andromeda's Edge, where people do appreciate a nice chunky heavyweight worker placement Euro, and it is
audiences are in different places for games that funnily enough have been Flamecraft has been made thousands of times, tens of thousands of times, and sold tens of thousands of times.
I have a fun stat about that, Rosie. So Flamecraft and its subsequent printings in other languages has just recently crossed 400,000 copies produced.
That's amazing. 400,000
Yeah, 400,000.
in 3 years?
It is, I think it's 4, right? Because it,
4
well,
years.
no, it came out in 22. We funded it in 21, but the first
3 years.
copies arrived to people in 22 and the early part of 23. So it is 3 years old.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
Lots
yes, a
of
lot of dragons, exactly.
love.
But yeah,
We're pretty excited by that. Excited to see it keep going because the expansion, of course, should have a lot of people excited to keep playing. In fact, for some people, especially talking about BGG, I heard from people who said, "Oh, I wasn't sure this game was tough enough for me or complex enough for my gaming group, but this expansion seems to add the necessary, like, it ramps it up." And I'm like, exactly, it fires it up to another level. So if you were thinking, oh, Flamecraft is a little too easy to keep track of all the different ways I can score, well, now there's more ways you can score. So I think that I think it gives it another level for people.
395 out of every game in the world on BGG. So that's pretty
Thank
amazing.
you. Top 500 games, top 400 games, we'll take it.
That's incredible. Finally, before we go and crash, I thought I'd just show. I'm working on the mini. I'm not done yet, but I'm working. So it needs more green, and in this lighting, it doesn't tell. But there is lots of green on it.
Look at all that detail you've got on there. I love the way you're getting the shading in there.
I'm working on it. I need to add more green. But this is not. So it's going to be in a magazine, how to paint it. I'm also doing a video. So I have 2 prepared. One, this is dry brushed. You could just do that. You could just dry brush it and it looks awesome.
Yeah, that looks cool.
It's very, very easy. This one was a different style of painting where you do the detail afterwards.
Are you going to have a video on that? Is that what you said?
I'm filming it and taking photos.
Nice.
The photos will go into the magazine and the video will be going up on our usual place. So there'll be a little photo by photo how to do it. I try to keep it as simple as possible and, beginner friendly. So nice. Yeah, it's exciting. But I like to spray them one day, let them completely dry brush them another day, let it completely dry. This one I didn't. This one is going to dry overnight. So it takes a little bit of dry. If I had a hairdryer, but I don't have a hairdryer, there's no hair. So I leave them to dry, and then tomorrow I will be painting while I watch some murder mystery all day. So, but yeah, so I'll get lots of pictures and make a little video. But first there'll be a video about packs going up this evening / your middle of the day in America. You can enjoy all of our adventures, which is nice.
I love that. By the way, Impy asked, what's the total number of dragon plushies that have been manufactured? I did the math at some point. I believe it's over 50,000. I think it was 54,000 plush that we've made as a company, which shocked me. I was like, that's a lot of plush. And I believe we're going to be placing another order to bump that number above 60,000, because why not? There needs to be more plush in the world.
It's a lot of plush.
And I will say also that we're not done, because of course people are really enjoying the plush, and that means that Flamebound's going to have. So we'll have to think about our next plush adventure. Yeah. I was actually, where is that? I was talking to a friend of mine who actually had this plush made, because I was asking like some different styles of plush, and I happen to love Stitch, so. I don't know. I have no idea how this game plays, but
is that a game?
It is a game.
Oh wow!
Yeah, awesome. You can play a card game. It's a quick deduction game.
That's amazing.
Yeah, fix the 626. That's in my random packs loot. Thank you again to Bree from
cool.
Big, who gave me that for plush research, because we have to look into. Apparently backpacks that hold critters now, more plush have to come these days.
Yeah, there are more critters. Behind you.
If we did not get to your question, let us know on this YouTube. You could post a question. We'll get to it next week. We'll be back for another one of these.
Yep.
We also have a Facebook group for Flamecraft and Critter Kitchen. Andromeda Zedge. We'll soon have a Whisper one, I imagine.
Yeah.
And then we have a Discord where you can come and share your when your horde arrives, when you get duels, or when you want to talk about a puzzle, tell us how you did in the solo mode. I believe Impy just cracked the 100 score today,
I have
which
not.
is legend.
I've never done it.
Which is
The
better than
only time I've seen it done is they forgot to remove the extra 6 chips. So I was like, wait.
yeah. But
It's
it
the only
is
time I've seen it done. So I'm
Manny
gonna
worked out the
crack on
math.
with it. I'm gonna try.
Manny worked out the math, and then Impy worked out the math. I saw the wheels turning. It was like, oh wait, actually, if I do this and this and this, it is possible.
Although I always score all the cards, even though I don't have to. I do score all the cards that I've done. If I've done it, I score it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to, right?
Well, that's how the game, the solo mode doesn't actually require that you score the cards to finish. You're just supposed to score the 4 fountains, and you consider that's a victory.
Yeah,
But if
so
you
if
score all
it's
your
on the
cards,
board, you don't have to score it.
huh?
Like, so say the 4 was on the board and you had that fountain, you don't have to score it. You could wait and do it next turn.
Yeah. You could what you could do is you could wait. This in the way that we are suggesting, if for example you have both cards in your hand done, you could score one of them to sort of to stall a little bit to see if you get a better score.
That's what I was wondering, yeah.
So
that's what I just always score everything. So
yeah, no, if you score everything, your score is going to be quick and low. Sorry.
And once you're done with all 6 fountains, you have to stop, right?
It's over. That's it. Yeah.
So again, I think that's how I saw another 100. It was like they just kept going with the bag. So yeah.
But in any case, on Discord we'll have Flamecraft Duels discussion, we'll have Whisperwood discussion, and more. We'll have testing, and pretty soon I believe we'll also be testing Flamebound, which is the sequel to Flamecraft.
Exciting.
So if you want in on that, you're gonna have to join us on Discord. But we'll be around if you want to ask anything. Like I don't know if I mentioned one of the other reasons why we're doing the sale is because it's the last chance to get something by Christmas that's in our non-Flamecraft merch, which they will ship out in time, I suppose.
Yep. I highly recommend using the tea towels as curtains.
That's right. You too could be using tea towels as curtains.
The designer does. I do. They look great.
Or making critter cookies, right?
Or using oven mitts, which I use every day.
Yeah, it's really good. That's a good oven mitt. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. Stay away from sick people.
Yes, thanks for watching us online from the safety of your homes.
This is how it has to be done.